Hello everybody and welcome to hole number 1, a par 4 of the Parc De Paris for second tee in the Big Top tournament and also on tour number 9 in regular tour play. Video sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. Get the best guides on the market for tour play and tournament play on Patreon. Link is directly in the description down below. Hole number 1, I will give you two options. One where you play in headwind and are forced to play on the right hand side instead of trying to bounce over directly. So set your target up at the beginning of the fairway on the right. 3 left spin, 2.5 bar top spin. And here obviously we need to be careful in not rolling into the bunker. So I'm changing in the end to 2 bars of top spin to give myself room in that case. Max plus 10. You can see that I'm going 1.5 ring into overpower with my extra mile, but I would recommend to double that up. So if I go 1.5 ring into overpower, I use 3 rings of overpower instead. No curl whatsoever here. We do have the side spin that will help us in that case. And you can see here now with a perfect ball, the ball will bounce on the fairway and up towards the bunker. Now, for the second shot, we are going to use a long iron here. And here I would recommend to play with the Grizzly or with the B52. The reason for that is that we do want to have a good ball guideline for the second shot towards the pin. Because now I'm going to go aggressive. Because the wind here is absolutely beautiful to go for a rough bump. So I'm going to do a pin check to give myself some help when it comes to the dial in part of the shot. And then I'm using half a bar top spin, 1 right spin. And you can see here now that I'm moving to have the top of the yellow ring by the rough line. But not really satisfied with the spot. So I'm changing to 1.5 bar of right spin instead. Ball guideline to hole. And then we shall adjust 5% elevation through club distance. Again, depending on, if it's a tournament play situation or a tour play situation, it is very important to note down your pin check and the adjustment that you use with your pin check to be able to dial this shot in. Center the ball, hit perfect, and if you hit perfect with the correct adjustment, this rough bump has been a really good shot in the various divisions and just barely rolls into the hole there on the left hand side. But that's the play if we do have headwind. So if we do have a crosswind or a tailwind, we're going to play aggressive on the drive to make sure to take advantage of that and have a good opportunity for an equal all the time. We're going to take a look at that now. For the more aggressive option, we're going to use the club that gives us the most topspin possible. In my case, on this account, it's a extra mile level 8. So 6 bars of topspin and 2 bars of left spin. The idea here now is to have the second bounce into the rough above the bunker. And obviously this is not a super simple drive, but it's simple enough as we do have a decent amount of rough to play on. Adjustment shall be max plus 10, and in this scenario I do have a little bit of tailwind together with a crosswind, so I need to have that in mind when I play. So I'm gonna push this one up, and I'm gonna push it up to almost 2 yards. So I'm pushing up basically 1 yard to give a little bit extra push on this shot, as I did aim with the second bounce fairly close to the bottom of the rough. A little bit of curl to the left, and then you can see the ball bounces nicely into the rough to roll out to be in the center of the shadow. And this is perfect because centering the shadow means that we can go for something that I love to go with, which is a dunk. I love to go for the dunk, especially on this shot, as it is a very simple one. And you can see here that we are very close to a minimum distance club here. And if you are 5 rings from minimum, then you're going to play minimum distance minus 10% power 5 ball settings. If you are just at a hole, it's going to be minus 15%. Always the blue arrows at your target to be at the back of the cup to make sure that you're not going to fall short, because that is otherwise a risk when you go for a dunk. Again, minimum distance minus 10% elevation, adjust, hit perfect, and this is going to be a super duper chance getting a drop here on hole number 1. Obviously, if you do have a dead bounce from the rough after your drive, then you're gonna be further away from hole. Then you have a decision to make. Either you then go to bounce your ball by using the fairway up towards the pin. Then I would recommend to play with no elevation. But if you do go for the dunk from there as well, it's still true club distance, and we're gonna use in that case still minus 10% elevation as our measurement. The video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Thank you so much for watching and good luck in your Golf Clash game.